What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So this is my review on the PBC version, Camp Life with Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. As Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, it showed the backstory and how they live and how they train and how they eat and family life and things of that nature. Real interesting, man. It was entertaining to me. I thought it was very good. A few interesting things were said in the camp life. Specifically on Mikey Garcia's part, as the Big G and Robert Garcia, Mikey's brother and father, trainer, and they both said that Mikey Garcia and Mikey Garcia was in agreement that Mikey Garcia will be stronger and more skilled, and he's going to have the advantages, although he won't have the size advantage, but he'll be stronger and he's more skilled. I totally disagree with him. And a part of me feels like they're underestimating Errol Spence. I don't know exactly what it is that they see in Errol Spence that make them feel like Mikey Garcia is going to be stronger than Errol Spence. I don't know what they see in Errol Spence to think that Mikey Garcia is going to be more skillful than Errol Spence. Don't get me wrong. Mikey Garcia is a skillful fighter at the lower weight classes. 9 times out of 10, a great big man beats a great little man. Now, I know people are going to say Mikey's accomplished more in his career than Errol Spence. Well, that's due to the fact that Errol Spence is relatively young in the sport of boxing. But you could definitely see his skill set jumps right at you. His size and his strength jumps right out at you. So to say that Mikey Garcia, whom wasn't even a stronger fighter in the ring with Adrian Broner, whom we know was rumored, and Adrian Broner even admitted that he struggled in sparring, to say the least, with Errol Spence Jr. Michael Garcia didn't look like he had the strength advantage over Sergey Lipinets. Mikey Garcia, outside of the fact that, Robert Easter made a lot of mistakes in that fight, and Mikey Garcia made him pay for it, but the athletic ability and the skill set with Robert Easter was pretty even, outside of the fact that Robert Easter just made mistakes in the ring. Now, granted, Mikey Garcia's IQ in the ring trumped Adrian Broner's, trumped Robert Easter's, and trumped Sergey Lipinets, and so on and so forth, majority of fighters in his career, right? But none of those fighters are Errol Spence Jr. None of those fighters bring to the table what Errol Spence Jr. brings to the table. None of them. Not one of them, right? None of them are slick, strong, big southpaws like Errol Spence Jr. None of them are disciplined like Errol Spence Jr. None of them have the will to destroy you like Errol Spence Jr. Now, Adrian Broner has all the skill set, to match all of these fighters, but he just don't let his hands go once he get in the ring. Once he steps through the ropes, something clicks. It turns just like it turns off, and it just doesn't click. It just doesn't click back on with Adrian Broner, right? But it was abundantly clear that Adrian Broner was the more skillful fighter once he stepped in the ring with Mikey Garcia. To Adrian Broner's discredit, he chose not to lay out his skill set on display that night against Mikey Garcia. And I know people are going to say, well, it's something that Mikey Garcia did to prevent Adrian Broner from doing so. Well, then you have to say that for all of Adrian Broner's opponents after he fought Marcos Maidana. Even previously to fight Marcos Maidana, because he kept his skill set in the holster when he fought Paulie Malignaggi, who's not widely known in the sport of boxing as pillow fisted. So it wasn't like he was bringing Paulie Malignaggi. Now, Paulie Malignaggi is skillful, but Paulie Malignaggi wasn't bringing a bunch of power that made you hesitant. You understand? So the reason for Adrian Broner to keep his skill set in the holster, so to speak, was to his own this was to his own doing. You understand? So to feel like Mikey Garcia, nothing about Mikey Garcia says that he's going to be a stronger fighter in the ring with Errol Spence. Nothing. Nothing about Mikey Garcia says that he's going to be more skillful fighter than Errol Spence. And in this show, in this episode, because I believe there's going to be 3. So in this particular episode, Mikey Garcia even says, I'm not the fastest guy in the world. I don't have the most power in the world. I don't have the fastest hands and I don't have the fastest feet, but I do everything good. This is what I've been saying to you guys. I've been saying that Mikey Garcia does everything good, nothing great. And he admitted to that, right? Where Errol Spence, I believe, is a great body puncher. Errol Spence is a great calculated pressure fighter. You understand? He's a boxer puncher, but it's very calculated. Errol Spence just doesn't come in the ring and throw caution to win a la Marcos Maidana. It's not the type of fight he is. Right? And I know that when Mikey Garcia sparred Marcos Maidana, and everybody always resorts back to that when they talk about Mikey Garcia's power. They always resort back to the sparring session with Marcos Maidana, and they say that he broke his ribs. Well, Marcos Maidana, is very unorthodox, but he's nothing like Errol Spence. And if you put Marcos Maidana in the ring with Errol Spence, even in his heyday, I believe that Errol Spence destroys Marcos Maidana because of all the mistakes he makes. And I know people are going to say, well, Floyd Mayweather didn't destroy Marcos Maidana. Yeah, well, styles make fights. Floyd Mayweather hasn't destroyed anybody. He just outsmarts you, out IQ you, and just beat you to the punch and just dominate you probably 10 rounds out of 12. He's not looking to destroy you. He's not looking for destruction. He's not looking to break you down. Floyd Mayweather changes levels on you. He frustrates you. He just outbox you, outpoints you, and then goes home with his victory. He's satisfied with that. You understand? And so it's a difference. There's a huge difference. And so to think, and this is like I say, it seems like Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter, and the Big G are underestimating Errol Spence. I don't know. And granted, by far, they're the smarter boxers than me. Smarter boxing knowledge than me. But I know what my eyes see. And I do know the sport of boxing. And I know what my eyes see. And there's nothing about it says that Errol Spence is going to be short of punching power. And Mikey Garcia is going to be the superior strength fighter in the ring. Nothing. Nothing about Mikey Garcia tells me that he's going to be the more skillful fighter in the ring. Because he's not. He's not going to be the faster fighter. He's not going to have faster feet than Errol Spence. He's not going to be stronger than Errol Spence, regardless of what they say. He's just not. That's a myth. That's false. And the thing that alarmed me is the conversation they were having when this was carrying on. It wasn't if they were putting on for the TV. It wasn't putting on for the show. They legitimately think that Mikey Garcia will be the stronger fighter. He's going to have the more skill set. And the Big G said, when you don't have power advantage over Mikey Garcia, nobody has a skill advantage over Mikey Garcia in the sport of boxing. I totally disagree with him once again. Because I believe that Errol Spence has, if not more, definitely equal. And Terrence Crawford has more skills than Mikey Garcia. Right? Vasyl Lomachenko is more skillful than Mikey Garcia. Keith Thurman is more skillful than Mikey Garcia. Sean Porter is more skillful than Mikey Garcia. There's plenty of fighters that's more skillful than Mikey Garcia throughout the sport of boxing. In and around his weight class or above. You understand? Erislandy Lara is more skillful than Mikey Garcia. So to say that he's the most skillful boxer in the sport of boxing, bar none, hands down, is false. Is Mikey Garcia a good fighter? Yes, he is. He does everything good, nothing great. Terrence Crawford there's things that Terrence Crawford do that's great. You understand? He's a switch hitter. Terrence Crawford is, right? Terrence Crawford changes levels on you. He has great footwork, right? He has great accuracy. You understand? So that makes him more skillful. Vasyl Lomachenko is more skillful than Mikey Garcia. Now, I always say that I think that Mikey Garcia size, strength, and the advantages that he possessed over Vasyl Lomachenko will prove to be the difference if he ever fought Vasyl Lomachenko. So I always pick Mikey Garcia to win. But that don't mean he's more skillful. And he's not going to be more skillful than Errol Spence once they step in the ring. Now, some people may argue and say Mikey Garcia has a higher ring IQ. Well, that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. You understand? Because Errol Spence fought Kell Brook. You know, he fought Kell Brook with a good IQ, ring IQ. He understood what was going on in the ring. He understood what he had to do to get the W. Right? He understood what he had to do to get the W against Lamont Peterson and against Chris Algieri, who was a slick boxer. Total different styles. Right? I didn't see many adjustments that Mikey Garcia made against Adrian Broner. There was a huge difference in disparity when he fought Robert Easter or Orlando Salido. You understand? To see a guy make adjustments and to see his IQ on display is to see when Floyd Mayweather fought a rematch with Marcos Maidana, a rematch with Jose Luis Castillo. You've seen the clear adjustments he made. A rematch between Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. You saw the clear adjustments that was made. You understand? And so Mikey Garcia is false prophecy that he's not going to go in the ring with being a stronger fighter and having a higher ring IQ and being more skillful. It's not. It's not. Errol Spence is being underrated in this fight. He's being underestimated, and it's going to show up big time. And then they think they're going to get a rude awakening. But that's all I got for y'all on this subject, man. Go check out the episode. It's PBC Camp Life with Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think, man. That's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Mikey Garcia, Robert Garcia, and the Big G, his father, trainer, they all believe that Mikey Garcia will be the more skilled fighter and the stronger fighter, which totally shocked me. To say that he was going to be the stronger fighter in the ring is a total shock to think that. And to not play, for it not to be played up for the TV, for it to actually believe and resonate in their gut, it shows me that I believe that they're underestimating Errol Spence Jr. But that's all I got for y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Blue. I'm out. Peace.